Good morning students. Last time we were talking about storage polysaccharides. Today we are going to discuss various structural polysaccharides. So the structural polysaccharides are chitin and cellulose. Chitin, first let's talk about chitin and then we will move on to cellulose. Chitin is a this is going to be the second largest compound that is going to be present on, or abundant compound that is going to be present on Earth's surface. This chitin is a homopolymer. It is a complex carbohydrate that is a homopolymer made up of same type of monomeric units, and it is found in the cell wall of fungus. So sometimes it is also known as fungal cellulose. It is flexible, leathery, soft, and sometimes hardening is occurring, and that hardening is because of the attachment of various proteins and calcium carbonate. So it is soft, leathery, elastic and hardening is there because of proteins and calcium carbonate. If we talk about the monomeric unit, अगर हम monomeric unit की बात करते हैं, then glucose is not going to be the monomeric unit. There is a derivative of glucose that is present. Glucose as a monomeric unit नहीं है, glucose का एक derivative है, and that derivative is containing nitrogen. So a nitrogen containing derivative of glucose is there, and the linkage that is shown is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. All the molecules are going to be arranged 180 degree to each other, and there will be beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage that is going to be present between them. और यहाँ पर these are going to be attached with, sheets are there which are attached with hydrogen bonding. So this is how chitin is present. If we move on to the cellulose, that is going to be the most abundant compound because it is going to be the ingredient of cell wall of plants. So plant cell wall, even fungal cell wall also. We will find in some algae also, some protist also. So cellulose is going to be present in various organisms. If we talk about this cellulose, then again it is going to be a homopolymer that is made up of glucose, just like starch and glycogen. But the difference in what we seen in starch and glycogen, branching is there and they are helically coiled. But cellulose ना तो branched होता है ना helically coiled होता है. It is going to be unbranched and straight. Helical coiling नहीं होती है. Almost 6,000 glucose subunits are going to be present. Again, which are attached with beta 1,4 linkage, glycosidic linkage. और हर एक जो ग्लूकोज यूनिट है that is going to be arranged 180 degree to the next. So this is how they are going to be arranged. Another important thing is they are going to be fibrous homopolysaccharides. तो यहाँ पर जो दूसरी layer होगी that will be anti-parallel to the first, and there will be most important one is hydrogen bonding present. और जो यहाँ पर hydrogen bonding present है that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there and intramolecular hydrogen bonding is there. So this structure is stabilized by intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding. That is giving a fiber like appearance. So this is how the cellulose is going to be present in various plant cells or algae or protists. Now if we talk about the functions, So let's see a list of the functions that are being provided by this cellulose. So these are the importance of cellulose. Now they are going to make bulk of human food. We are taking cellulose in our diet, but because of it is a polymer of beta glucose, the amylases, generally what happens, the carbohydrates are being broken down by amylases, but those are alpha glucose. Here beta glucose is present in cellulose, so amylases are not able to break down this cellulose. तो हमारे अंदर cellulose को break down amylase नहीं करते हैं, that's why this cellulose is going to be present as it is, but still it is very important because it is going to have a roughage value, and that is important to make our keep our digestive system fit. If we talk about the ruminants, say cows are there, buffaloes are there, if we are going to talk about cattle, then the important food component is cellulose because they are going to feed on plants. So they are able to digest this cellulose because they are having various microorganisms which are living in symbiotic association in their intestine, and these microorganisms are going to release enzyme cellulase, which is responsible for the breakdown of cellulose. And even in termites and snails also, these microorganisms are living and they are responsible for the breakdown of cellulose. Then the microorganisms, they produce soluble sugars from cellulose, and later on these soluble sugars, they are being used in the production of butanol, ethanol, acetone. So in fermentation they are being used. Ethanol will be produced, butanol, acetone. So these are going to be produced from these simple sugars. Now the wood that is rich in cellulose, that wood is used in making furniture, tools, various tools which are made up of wood, then various sport articles like bats are there, hockey stick is there, and paper. So it is used in this purpose. Now they are also used depending upon how much cellulose content is present, they are used in textiles, sacks like jute, or making ropes. Then cellulose xanthates, these are the derivatives of cellulose which are used for different purpose. The cellulose xanthate is used to produce in the formation of rayon and cellophane. Here we are having cellulose acetate that is used to produce such type of clothing that is moth proof, means moth are not going to affect that cloth, wrinkle proof, terracotta, or double knit. So such type of clothing is being produced from this cellulose acetate, and this cellulose nitrate is used as a explosive. So these are few of the importance of cellulose, there are many more. So this is about the structural polysaccharide. Next one is our mucopolysaccharides. So let's discuss about mucopolysaccharides. So the next type of polysaccharides are mucosubstances. क्या है ये mucosubstances? These are mucilage. Mucilage we talked about when we talked about bacterial cell, or slime forming substances. So they are responsible for the formation of mucilage, or we can use the word mucus, or slime forming substances. These are of two types. One is mucopolysaccharide. So if we talk about mucopolysaccharide, again they are going to be mucilaginous. Mucilage is there, and they are acidic polysaccharides. Acidic or aminated polysaccharides, which are basically made up of, they are formed from galactose, mannose, sugar derivatives, and uronic acid. Now they are going to be commonly present in both plants and animals. दोनों में ही present होते हैं. Even various prokaryotic and simple eukaryotic cells are also going to have these mucopolysaccharides. Like they are going to be present outside the inside the plant cell wall, प्लांट सेल वॉल के अंदर की तरफ प्रेजेंट है, बैक्टीरियल सेल के बाहर प्रेजेंट है, ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गे में प्रेजेंट है, दो सेल के बीच में सीमेंटिंग एजेंट का काम करते हैं, हमारे जो लिगामेंट्स होते हैं, टेंडन्स होते हैं, उनको लुब्रिकेशन का काम करते हैं. सो दिस इज हाउ दीज म्यूकोपॉलीसैकेराइड्स आर फंक्शनिंग. लेट्स सी देयर इंपॉर्टेंस. दे आर गोइंग टू बाइंड विद प्रोटीन्स इन सेल वॉल एंड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. जो सेल वॉल है उनके जो प्रोटीन्स प्रेजेंट है, सरफेस पे प्रोटीन प्रेजेंट है, दे आर गोइंग टू बाइंड विद दोज प्रोटीन्स दैट आर गोइंग टू बी present. Second is water is being present, water is being held in the interstitial spaces. That is because of the presence of these mucopolysaccharides. So they are helping in the absorption or holding up of water. Another, they are made of having the cell wall of bacteria and blue green algae. Their cell wall is going to have these mucopolysaccharide and they are providing some important properties like pathogen resistant. They are going to be protecting from attack of pathogen. Attachment will be provided. They are going to prevent desiccation. So these are some of the functions that are provided by these mucopolysaccharides. Then lubrication in tendons and ligaments, they are going to lubricate them. Keratin sulfate. Keratin sulfate is going to be present in our skin and cornea of eye, and they are there responsible for providing strength and flexibility. So they provide strength and flexibility to these structures. If we see chondroitin sulfate, it is going to be present in our cartilages, connective tissues, and they also provide strength and flexibility. Hyaluronic acid, these are some of the mucopolysaccharides. Hyaluronic acid is going to be present in our extracellular fluid. Cell के जो बाहर fluid present है, there hyaluronic acid is there. Synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid. So all these are going to have this hyaluronic acid. Now husk of this Plantago ovata, this is having a mucilage and that can be used in the treatment of various intestinal disorders. So medicinal use is also there. Heparin we already know, this is a anticoagulant. हमारे ब्लड में क्लोट फॉर्मेशन को रोकता है heparin, that is also a mucopolysaccharide. So it prevents blood clotting. Agar is there. Agar is basically extracted out from seaweeds. रेड एल्गे, ब्राउन एल्गे, यहाँ से अगर को एक्सट्रैक्ट आउट किया जाता है एंड दिस अगर इज़ यूज्ड इन लेबोरेटरी कल्चर में. इट इज़ यूज्ड एज अ सॉलिडिफाइंग एजेंट, इमल्सिफाइंग एजेंट. सो वेरियस एक्सपेरिमेंटल पर्पजेज में द अगर इज़ बीइंग यूज्ड. सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ mucopolysaccharide. So this is how these mucopolysaccharides are functioning. If we want to see these mucopolysaccharides, then we can take a lady finger, we can cut it when it is immature and we can see the mucilage or the slimy layer that is present, that is sticky. So that is going to be the mucilage. So these are the functions of mucilage. Let's talk about a few structures more and then we will going to come up with the functions of polysaccharides. So some other biomolecules are there like pectin. Pectin we know, pectin कहाँ present होता है? Cell wall में pectin is there and middle lamella. दो सेल वॉल्स के बीच में इन प्लांट्स, सीमेंटिंग एजेंट इज नोन एज मिडल लेवेला. दे आर हैविंग दिस पेक्टिन. पेक्टिन इज मेड अप ऑफ गैलेक्टुरोनिक एसिड, गैलेक्टोज, मिथाइलेटेड गैलेक्टुरोनिक एसिड एंड अरेबिनोज. सो दीज आर गोइंग टू फॉर्म दिस पेक्टिन. अगर हम पेक्टिन की बात करते हैं देन इट इज गोइंग टू बी वाटर सॉल्युबल एंड इट इज यूज्ड इन मेकिंग जैम्स एंड जेलीज. जस्ट लाइक पेक्टिन, हेमीसेलुलोज इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट इन सेल वॉल ये हेमीसेल्यूलोज रिस्पॉन्सिबल है इन पेक्टिन सब्सटेंसेस को सेलुलोज मायोफिब्रिल्स के साथ अटैच करने में. इट इज मेड अप ऑफ xylens, mannans, galactans, arabinogalactans and arabinomanans. So these are the monomeric units. Now peptidoglycan again it is going to be a heteropolymer जो दो सब यूनिट से मिलके बना है. वन इज N-acetyl glucosamine and second one is muramic acid. So they are going to form a network like structure and these are going to be present, these peptidoglycans are present in bacterial cell wall. Lipopolysaccharides lipids और polysaccharides के combination से बनते हैं and these are the outer membrane of gram negative bacteria. These things we have already talked about. Then there are mucoproteins, mucus substances, they are associated with proteins, like we are having mucus in our digestive system, in reproductive system also, in our respiratory tract also the mucus is going to be present. So these are mucoproteins. So these are some of the more polysaccharides. Now let's move on to the functions of these polysaccharides. In between we have already talked about the functions, so let's see them one by one again. Starch and glycogen, we know these are going to be the reserved food material. In plants starch is going to be the reserved food material, in animals glycogen is going to be the reserved food material. Plants और animals इनको store करके रखते हैं. Reason because these are going to be insoluble, so insoluble substances को store करना easy है. Second is they are providing energy and carbon chains. जब ये storage compounds they are undergoing oxidation, oxygen की presence में जब इनको break down किया जाता है, so energy will be provided. Each and every organism is going to require energy, so that energy will be used and different carbon chains are going to be produced. Then chitin, we have seen that chitin is going to be the structural component of fungal cell wall and also the exoskeletal of arthropods. These are going to have chitin that is going to provide them flexibility and protection also. Cellulose की बात करें, so cellulose is again present in plant cell wall. It is present in blue-green algae also. So it is again a component of cell wall. Economic value बहुत सारी है सेलुलोज की, हमने अभी देखा था फर्नीचर प्रोड्यूस बनाने में, then paper also, then we are having various sports equipments, rayon, cellophane. So all these textile industries making sacks, so all these are using these cellulose. So economic, there is cellulose of high economic value. Then roughage value, we know that ह्यूमन डाइट इज ऑल्सो हैविंग दिस सेलुलोज. हाँ, ये डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है ह्यूमन बॉडी में, बट इट इज हैविंग अ रफेज वैल्यू दैट इज कीपिंग आवर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम फिट. देन म्यूसिलेज इज देयर. दिस म्यूसिलेज इज गोइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट द एक्वेटिक प्लांट्स. इवन बैक्टीरिया ऑल्सो from pathogens or from any of the mechanical injury, desiccation. Mucopolysaccharides, we also seen the functions of mucopolysaccharide. Human body में भी mucopolysaccharide के बहुत सारे functions हैं, like these are present in our skin, cornea, strength और flexibility provide करता है, in cartilages, connective tissue, synovial fluid, cerebrospinal fluid. So all over these mucopolysaccharides are present which are performing different functions. Then heparin is there. Heparin is going to act as an anticoagulant and it is preventing blood clotting or blood coagulation. Then pectins, we saw that pectins are going to be present as a cementing agent in between two cells in middle lamella, and it is also an ingredient or it is also a part of cell wall. So it is going to provide strength to the plant cells. So these are some of the functions of polysaccharides. So we are done with the carbohydrate part. Next time we are going to start lipids.